guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm very happy to have you here with me today. If you enjoy my reading, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll be notified when I upload new weekly and monthly readings. I also offer extended weekend readings and daily tarot snapshot readings. So lots of videos to keep you entertained and informed throughout the month. So today's reading, I'm doing a general weekly reading. This is for all of the signs for the upcoming week. And obviously, as this reading focuses on general energies, these messages may or may not resonate with you. For a more personalized reading that does focus specifically on you, you can contact me at the email listed in the description box and the About section of the channel. That is changingphasestarot@gmail.com. So today I will be pulling 3 cards. This is just a 3-card spread plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the week, and this will be from the Good Tarot deck. And I'll also be pulling one additional guidance card from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck to complement the reading. Right, so let's get into the shuffle and then we'll get into the reading for this week. See you in a minute. Okay, so we are looking for the energies of the week. This is for the week of Monday, October 9th to October 15th. There we go. So we're looking for the energies of the week for Monday, October the 9th through Sunday, October 15th, 2017. So Spirit, please show us the energies. I'm going to move this over. The energies of the week for Monday, October 9th through Sunday, October 15th, 2017. So Spirit, please show me the messages for the week of October 9th through October 15th, 2017. What do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us for this week? Spirit, please show us the messages. Okay, that one wanted to turn over. For the week of, okay. All right, well, we have the 3 cards. We just divide the deck. Okay, and the card from the bottom of the deck is, all right, so I'll hold the cards up so you can see them. We have as our first card for the week, the Page of Earth. The second card, beautiful card, the Moon, number 18 in the Major Arcana. And as the last card we have the 4 of Water. Okay, and the card that was at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Air. Okay, let me set these down, and I'm looking for one additional message. I'm pulling from the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards deck by James Van Praagh. So Spirit, please give us one additional message. Okay, lots of cards flying. I won't accept all of those. One additional message for the week of Monday, October the 9th through Sunday, October the 15th. What do we need to know? Spirit, please show us one additional message for the week of Monday, October 9th. Okay. Ooh. Wow, we'll see how this ties in with the other cards in the reading. It's called Blame. Let me hold up the mandala. It's a beautiful mandala. And the card is called Blame. And it says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. So again, we'll see how this ties in here with the rest of the reading. Give me 1 second and I'll set the cards up so that we can see them more clearly. Be back in 1 second. Okay, so again, the energies for this upcoming week. So these are the energies for the week of Monday, October 9th through Sunday, October 15th. We start off with the overall energy of the Ten of Air. Now, this card is in the upright, and this would be in the traditional deck, the Ten of Swords. And Swords energy is air energy, obviously. So this is mental energy, cerebral energy, things that, that we think, things that we keep going over and over in our minds. So this isn't an action card. This is a lot of, a lot of thought. You've been, maybe you have, sort of been up at night. This is stuff that's just been going over and over in your mind. So you might have been worrying about something. Typically, the card is known as sort of the betrayal card, feeling as if you've been stabbed in the back. And, I like the Good Tarot deck because the name suggests, it does sort of put a positive spin on a lot of the messages. So in the traditional deck, the Ten of Swords, it shows, somebody, the person laying on the ground, the woman laying on the ground, sort of face down with all of the swords in her back. So definitely suggesting, the lowest point of a situation and betrayal and, those sort of energies around it. In this deck, we see that the person is blowing the feathers, up into the air. And so this would be the 10 feathers kind of floating around here. And it's a very light and airy feel. And it makes me, the message that I get off of the card, it makes me feel that the worst is over, right? And if we think of the 10 card, especially when, with the pip cards, the 10 card is the end of a cycle, right? That means that you've worked your way through all of the 10s to get to that one card. And after the 10 comes the ace again. And aces are all about new beginnings. So, as this is a 10 and does represent an end of a cycle, even though this might have been quite a difficult cycle, just know that there are new beginnings on the horizon. So the overall energy of the week is endings and beginnings. So we know that something must end in order for something else, something new to begin. You can't begin something without first ending the other situation. So, whatever you've gone through, you've learned the valuable lessons, and that's especially true in this deck. The Ten of Air in this deck speaks of graceful endings, hopeful beginnings, possible epiphanies, an end to old ways of thinking, as this is the Swords card, so thinking. And just to, it asks us to bless these endings and be grateful for all of these lessons that we've learned. These could be from, to free us from patterns that no longer serve us, and just trust in the fact that better things are coming in. So new situations are coming in. And because of the lessons learned, we can now respond differently to whatever situation comes up. So that is our overall energy. We have, as the first card of the week, right, this would be the energy surrounding us at the beginning of the week, so Monday, Tuesday time. We have the Page of Earth. Now, the earth energy, this is has to do with material possessions, right? So this is coins, earth energy. As it's a page, this is a court card. And we know that court cards can represent either events in our lives. They could be just the energy that we are taking on, right? Just taking on this energy of the Page of Earth. Or it could be an actual person that we're dealing with. So if this is a person, this would be a younger earth sign, right? In this deck, it's a male, so a younger male earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Doesn't necessarily have to be male, though. We know that in the general readings, they're definitely not gender specific. So this could be just a younger earth sign that you're dealing with. Or this could just be, energy that has to do with sort of success and achieving goals, obtaining, reaching our dreams or manifesting our dreams, right? And as this is a card that does have to do with money, right, and tangible sort of success, it is tied to jobs. So this could be, and pages are messengers, right? Pages are the ones who bring in the messages, and whatever news of new opportunities. And then typically the knights who come after the pages, they're the ones who act on this new spark or new opportunity. So this could be, something to do with a new job coming in at the beginning of this week. So maybe you will be receiving news of a new job. Maybe you've applied for a job and this is news about it coming in. It could have to do with loans, right? Maybe you've applied for a loan and this is news coming in about that loan, positive news coming in. It could also have to do with, prosperity, anything that has to do with finances and sort of tangible, earthly, material success, right? In this particular deck, this page of Earth, it speaks of commitment to prosperity. It's the first tangible signs of success, right? And just understanding that our hard work is paying off. Also has to do with, new projects, things like that, new, any type of new opportunity. Could be a job, could be just, any other type of new business opportunity, but that is going to bring in financial success, right? And just understand that things begin with a plan. So this is, kind of a card of beginnings as well. Beginning to see results, but things begin with a plan. But just trusting in the fact that we have what we need. We have the ability to manifest, to attract what we need. So this is a great card to have at the beginning of the week. Now, coming up in the middle position, so this would represent sort of the focus or, challenge or possibly the present time around the middle of the week. Although we know that, time is relative. So whenever you hear this message, that was when you were supposed to hear it. But we have the major arcana. This is number 18, the moon. And the moon card is a very psychological card, right? And it has a lot to do with sort of projecting fear into your present, into your future based on past experiences. So I guess we can kind of tie that in a little bit with the 10 of air card as the overall energy, right? And so at times these images or thoughts or feelings build up, right? And they might cause us to experience negative blocks, right? Fear, anxiety, right? And this card kind of says that we need to release. So it's good for us to release any type of fear or anxiety that are connected with memories, past experiences, things like that. It also has to do with invisible things coming to the surface, right? As we know, the Sun card in the major arcana is the card that sheds light on a situation, right? It's a very bright and vibrant card that will really illuminate a situation. The moon, even though it's, here it's shown as a full moon, it's very large, the illumination is not as clear, right? And so it does have to do with, secrets, sort of clandestine information, ancient hidden truths, things like that. Things that maybe you were not aware of and are brought to your awareness, right? It can also be at times a card that is linked to illusion, deception. So it sort of cautions us to pay attention to things because they might not be as they appear, right? So we need to be vigilant. We need to be very careful when dealing with situations. And since this is following this page of Earth, maybe it's cautioning us to, really tap into our intuition, because also the moon card is a very psychic card, right? It has a lot to do with intuition. Use our gut feeling when we're trying to act on a new offer, or, if it is a new job offer, accepting that job offer. If it's a new opportunity, choosing to go with that opportunity. It's asking us to really, be vigilant, pay attention to it. Know that things might not always be as wonderful as they appear, right? There might be hidden things that we need to kind of get to the bottom of. So even though the other cards sort of, we'll get to it, but, they're positive cards. This card, I think it shows up more, I feel it's more of a caution, right? A cautionary card. So sometimes it appears in a reading when you're not that sure of your destination, right? Or you're a little unclear as to the path that you're traveling right now. You might feel as though you have kind of lost your way, and you're really only guided by this inner light, by your inner intuition. So, definitely a card that has to do with intuition, psychic forces. So really just, give into that, right? Get out of the negative thinking, the negative talk and really focus on what intuitively you already know, you really know. It's just sort of listening to that voice, which isn't always easy, right? Allowing your intuition to guide you. And this intuition, it can come in the form of dreams, signs, synchronicities, right? So use it, and also use your judgment, but use these messages to help sort of interpret whatever is going on with this new offer, right? And in this particular deck, the card, it's called Illusion, and it just reminds us, of the workings of spirit in the invisible realms, right? And it's an illusion because it sort of reminds us that here, what we see on a day-to-day basis, it's not always what really is, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of activity going on behind the scenes in the invisible realms. So it's important for us to trust in this, in the mysteries of the material, of the invisible realms, and just understand that, at times there are great opportunities awaiting us in the shadows, right? And now is the perfect time for illumination. So maybe this opportunity you weren't particularly, maybe it's something that you weren't expecting, right? It kind of, you uncover it, it comes in and it's quite unexpected for you. So just, it's a caution or asks you to really tap into your intuition with regards to this offer or this opportunity or possible new path. And what we have is the sort of the outbound energy here, or the future card, and this would be the energy leaving the week and going into the following week, is the Four of Water. Now, Four of Water would be the Four of Cups in the traditional deck, and the Four Cups energy has to do with emotions and feelings. Again, a card that is linked with intuition as well. But it's all about feelings, right, and emotions, and what makes us happy, what causes us to feel dissatisfied. And the Four of Cups itself, it appears when somebody is typically feeling bored or dissatisfied with a certain situation. So feeling quite unmotivated, right? You might feel as though life is a little bland or a little blah, lacking in something. So, in order to overcome this card sort of suggests a need to reevaluate your situation, right? Tune into your intuition, listen to your inner voice, right? To find that real truth for what it is that you're searching for. And, just trust in that information, right? Just go within yourself to seek the knowledge, to seek peace and tranquility. And it can be sort of a call to action, a need to wake up, right? A need to choose, a need to get out of this, this blah phase that you might be in right now. Sometimes it can point to somebody being overly defensive, right? So you could be sort of a defensive person, but more it has to do with really not, at times not really paying attention to what we have in front of us, because instead of focusing on the one opportunity, or only focusing on that, or only focusing on the one opportunity, we might miss out on others. So this, especially with this new opportunity coming in here, I would say just pay attention to what opportunities you might not be seeing or might be ignoring, and ask yourself, why are you ignoring or turning down or, unwilling to see these new opportunities? What is it about it? Is it because you're fearful about what you might uncover, or what this new opportunity might entail? Pay attention to that and be mindful of your responses and your reactions when you're trying to evaluate this page of earth, right? This new opportunity. On the negative side, the cup sort of cautions us not to get too wrapped up in our own troubles, our own problems. It just, and again, it's more of a reminder that we need to look around. There are always opportunities around us, right? We might be missing them. We might not see them for whatever reason, but there are always opportunities, especially with the Ten of Air as well. I mean, this is an ending, new beginnings. We have another new beginnings card here. So I would say, there are opportunities. Just use your intuition, open your eyes, be open to whatever new things are coming in during the week. Yeah. And, in this deck, it just, it speaks of, it's more to do with dreaming, and which is important because with the Moon card, sometimes messages, we might receive them in our dreams, right? So pay attention to dreams, any dreams that you might be having during the week. Pay attention to the messages received during your dreams. It's also a card of contemplation and trusting in these new opportunities that are coming in, right? And it sort of reminds us that the universe, spirit, even though, again, much like the Moon card, we might not see what's going on behind the scenes, right? So here we might not be able to focus on everything that is actually going on, but the universe, spirit, is actually working on our behalf, right? So just allow this disappointment or feeling of not being satisfied, allow it to sort of wash away from you here, and just have faith that, with perfect timing, divine order, things are coming in for you. You have these new opportunities. This is actually a very nice week, And the card that we have as the Soul's Journey card to accompany the reading is called Blame. And with the Oracle card decks, typically they come with the lesson card guidebook. And so I will just read you what this card has to say about blame and then sort of link it back to the reading. So the Blame card says, "It is so easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly there have been people along your path who have shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness," right? You need to focus on what's going to make you happy. "The ego can be a very fragile thing, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct is to blame an outside force. Victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul source. This mindset says, I don't have the power inside me to break free because someone else's power is stronger. This is an illusion." Just like here, it's all an illusion. Don't play into that, right? When you believe that someone else is responsible for your problems, that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unavoidable. An excuse is an attempt to shift the blame. So I think, this card, it does tie in quite nicely with, these two cards, just sort of cautioning or reminding us that, to trust in ourselves, trust in our own guidance, our own intuition here as we look to new paths, new opportunities. And, I think there's a definite sense of endings and new beginnings for the week, and just accept responsibility for your decisions this week, right? Know that you trust in yourself, not even accept responsibility. I think it has more to do with trust. Trust in your gut feelings trust in your intuition about whatever decisions you make this week with regards to new opportunities. So thank you again for joining me today for this general weekly reading. I do hope that the messages have helped you. I wish you a week full of success and positive energies, and I look forward to reading for you again next week. Please check out my channel. I have the monthly readings already posted for the month of October. Check out as well the daily tarot snapshots and the extended weekend reading. And if you'd like to join me on Facebook, my Facebook page is Changing Phases Tarot. Take care, and I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.